14 years after receiving the official go-ahead, scientists began to assemble a machine in southern France on Tuesday that will seek to prove whether nuclear fusion, the process which powers the sun, can be a safe and viable energy source for Earth. The article isn't really clear, but does this refer to the field coils starting to be put together? ITER has a great YouTube channel that's been publishing footage of them assembling components for months, so I guess it isn't obvious to me what that division in starting assembly is. Fingers crossed this works. We're gonna need some silver bullets to fix the climate in time, and utility-scale fusion in the next decade might be one of them if we can get it right. The magic will be at break-even, when the amount of energy gained is greater than used to start the reaction. This would mark the beginning of the end of the fossil fuel era. It also has huge potential once we've mastered it to be the power plant for large spacecraft. I have hope that ITER will prove out that fusion is viable. Out of all the years to try this out, why pick this year? This is the best TLDR I could make. Original, https://www. France24. com/n/20200728 Work begins in France to recreate process that powers the sun, reduced by 63%. I'm a bot. 14 years after receiving the official go-ahead, scientists began to assemble a machine in southern France on Tuesday that will seek to prove whether nuclear fusion, the process which powers the sun, can be a safe and viable energy source for Earth. The experimental plant's goal is to demonstrate that fusion power can be generated sustainably, and safely, on a commercial scale. Fusion provides clean, reliable energy without carbon emissions, said a statement from the 35 ITER partners: China, the 27 members of the European Union, Britain, Switzerland, India, Japan, South Korea, Russia, and the United States. Extended summary, http://np. Reddit. com/r/auditldr/comments/hzh91v/14_receiving_the_official/FAQ, http://np. Reddit. com/r/auditldr/comments/31b9fm/FAQ_auditldr_bot/version 2. 02-511694TL, DRS so far. Feedback, http://np. Reddit. com/message/compose, 2=%23 auditldr PMs and comments are monitored, constructive feedback is welcome. Top keywords, fusion #1 ITER #2 power #3 fuel #4 components #5. Well, maybe if the guys who tried this on the sun had only used minute amounts of fuel and a fireproof building, then the entire star would still be a green and vibrant place and not the spectacular burning perpetual nuclear reaction we see today. Doc OC lives in southern France now. Huh. The 27 members of the European Union, Britain. Sigh. The power of the sun in the palm of my hands. Nobel Prize Otto. That article is kinda shallow, doesn't even contain the word tokamak. Tokamak reactors have a long history, 50s. This project takes what we have learned in tokamak experiments in Soviet Russia, Europe, the US, and China and scales it way up. Hey, race a video of one of the reactors from inside. https://www. youtube.com/watch, v=g8bzigae, https://www. youtube.com/watch, v=g8bzigae. The idea is simple: use very strong magnets around a donut, toroid, container to contain a superheated plasma beam. At sufficient pressure/temperature over time, the beam can be fed hydrogen isotopes, fuel, that will then give off heat and sustain the plasma, ignition. https://en. Wikipedia, org/wiki/tokamak, https://en. Wikipedia, org/wiki/tokamak. The project in France the article refers to is the ITER project, in the works since 1978. It is attempting to solve prior tokamak problems primarily by being simply 8 times larger than any tokamak previously constructed. It is an incredible undertaking. Who had supernova on their coveted bingo card? Is this the plot of Spider-Man 2? How stupid are most of you people to think this is going to happen this year? Jesus, the article said experiments are due to commence in 2025. Again, that's 2025, not 2020. One piece people leave out in discussions of harnessing the power of the sun is that on average, if you took a volume of stuff from the center of the sun about the size of your body, it would be producing about 1 watt. Your body produces about 100 watts of energy. Thing is, there's a lot of sun that's doing fusion. The reason for this is that fusion events are very rare, even in a place like the core of the sun. That's why we're looking to create situations that are way more extreme than the core of the sun, and why it's so much harder to maintain stable hot plasmas. We really haven't made much progress since the 50s, 60s, and 70s in terms of a timeline for sustainable fusion. Fission power is fairly simple. Just put a bunch of fissile material together and it gets hot. The trick is not letting it get too hot by various control mechanisms. With fusion you have to create temperatures and pressures so high that they'd melt or destroy any material, so we have to figure out how to bind the hot plasma with magnetic fields. All the research and work has mostly just been various mathematical models trying to figure out how to stably contain all that. Alternatively, there are some approaches where we just try to compress a pellet into that same hot dense plasma to create fusion events, but it's still all about pouring huge amounts of energy into creating that fusion plasma. It's a far more complex and difficult engineering problem, as evidenced by our lack of significant progress over the decades. This plot point seems oddly familiar. Are they also going to have a doctor wearing 4 mechanical arms that makes him look vaguely like an octopus? Fossil fuel industry dislike. Always check the comments section before posting obvious Spider-Man 2 reference. The horse is indeed dead. Further flogging unnecessary, not judging. My mind went there immediately too. The power of the sun, in the palm of my hand. Can someone EILI5 what do we have now vs what this is? Also, people don't trust what we have now, how would this be any better? Taya. https://www. reddit.com/r/energy/comments/underscore is /_50 /_years /_away /__for/_reason/https://www. reddit.com/r/energy/comments/5 /___is__50 ___for__a__reason/. Do we have robotic octopus tentacles to control it though? This will not work and instead require to keep searching until we find Naquita. From there it will help to power our BC-30X series of ships and fighters until we can begin harvesting zero-point energy. Finally, some good news for our low helium deposits. I'm surprised Trump didn't pull out of this because he believes coal is better. I was only commenting on their lack of real interest in reading the article. The bandwagon of how can 2020 get any worse took attention away from what an amazing feat this would be if successful. And that was the end, folks. Nice try, Dr. Octopus. Please don't tell me the lead scientist name is Otto Octavius. We already have people who think 5G causes coronavirus. I just can't wait to hear what they think about fusion if it ever becomes mainstream. A pineapple-sized amount, such a random scale of measurement, face with tears of joy. I just heard a news story about this today actually. They're about to, for all intents and purposes, create a star here on Earth. Guess 2020 really is the climax right before the end of the story. Shitty climax though, if I do say so myself. If the lead tech on the project has 4 mechanical arms grafted to their back, that's a sign that this shouldn't proceed. Isn't there already a research fusion reactor in Germany? What's the difference between the two? A pineapple-sized amount of this fuel is the equivalent of 10,000 tons of coal, the statement said. That is a hilariously specific comparison. No mess. We only measure fuel in pineapples. 1. I am betting that it is, and it will take 100 years to break down the oil industry sabotage. And this is how Westworld starts.